Hello, my loves. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So, I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. We need different readings other than the person that's on your mind. I feel like we need to find out, like, something else. What's going on with you? Maybe what's coming in for you? That sort of thing. We need a change up. We need a change up in here. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on with you guys. We have wedding rings. Ooh, beautiful. Boat. Okay. Coffin and not enough. I do feel like for you right now you may be going through I feel like you're going through the stages of grief for some of you. I feel like for some of you you've split up with somebody here, possibly somebody that you felt like you had a soul connection with the wedding rings. I do feel like you're trying to move on from this past, and the thing is, you're going through some stages of grief. You're going through the I'm not enough or the frustration of it, and I feel like for some of you, you sort of like you needed to bring this to an end so that you could have a new beginning with the coffin coming out. I do feel like there's something here about you know you felt so intertwined with this person. You felt like they were your I'm going to say it again, twin flame, soulmate, whatever this is. I feel like you're pretty upset over this. But with endings, we have to remember this. With endings, there comes new beginnings, and I feel like for you, it's like you're finding closure on your own, or you're trying to find closure on your own, which is hard. It's not easy to get to that stage. Um, I feel like you're going through the motions of it, and like this jealousy and like all these emotions that are coming up to the surface for you to deal with. And again, it's like that feeling of grief, but it's like I feel like for some of you, you don't really want to sit with it. And that's okay if you don't want to sit with it, but I feel like you need to. It's good. If I could give you a cheat code, is to just sit with how you're feeling. It'll help you move through it quicker. Um, Instead of holding on to, you know, a potential or holding on to somebody that can't show up for you, because I feel like this person's not even showing up for you. They're not even in your vicinity, that sort of thing. And trust me, I know. But I feel like you are going through those stages of grief, and you're going through like the 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 angry part, and feeling all them emotions. Sit with them. You'll get through it. Do you know what? You one day you'll just get up and you'll be like, I'm so ready to do something else now. You'll be so over it. And like healing's not linear. It can come back, to heal. I'm just seeing some cards there that were a little bit scary with. I'm going to quickly shuffle them. So, like, healing's linear. It's not always going to be straightforward. There's twists and there's turns, and you know, you're going to be okay though. You're going to be okay. So let's see what's going on in the past for you. We're going to go into your past first. We have the Eight of Wands. The past for you guys. The Ace of Coins. The Emperor and the Five of Blades and the Moon. I do feel like there was a lot of secrets kept from you here with the moon coming out. Excuse my hair, right? It's doing me head in today. I can't do anything about it. I feel like there's a lot of things, a lot of secrets came to the surface, a lot of things that have been hidden from you. This person was very secretive. I feel like for some of you, your intuition kicked in. I feel like you were guided as well. There's like an owl here on the shoulder of this woman. And I feel like for some of you, you've been nudged about something that maybe this person was doing, because we do have the Emperor here, and he has a sense of control. And I feel like for some of them, they were trying to protect their kids. For some of them, they were overprotective of their kids, maybe past relationships with their children's moms, whatever that is. I do feel like this person, you were like, I feel like for some of you, you were building with this person. You were having a new beginning with this person. You know, you were moving forward. There was all this good stuff, and then all of a sudden, this happened. Arguments happened. Somebody was very cutting here. I do feel like there was a difference of opinions, difference of perceptions, and ultimately, which probably, I feel like this is what's led to the disagreement, whatever this was. And I feel like it was so small, it wasn't even massive for some of you. I feel like this was their excuse to run, though. They used this as an excuse to run. Let's see why the Five of Blades here, because I feel like this person's used this argument in order to get out of a relationship with you, and that's the truth. Let's see why the Five of Blades is here. The Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, Magician. Yeah, I feel like this person possibly moved into a new relationship quite quickly here. Moved on. Look, moved on. This person moved on quite quickly and manifested a new relationship, and you went into healing. You've gone into healing. I do feel like for some of you, you pray for this person to come back, and it's really sad, or you did. And again, I'm feeling like it's a stage of grief. This person's not talking, felt it in my throat. I feel like you've gone through some things and you've really held yourself back. It's not a nice feeling to sit with, and I feel like for you, you had to speak what you needed to speak at that time. And it wasn't even, I feel like it was a need rather than a want. It was a need. It was something that you needed in your life, and you needed that person to step up, and they wouldn't do it. So let's see what's going on at present with you. Then we're going to get into the fun part, the potential future. Let's see what's going on at present with you. We have the Four of Blades, beautiful to see that. Present, we have the Fool, lovely. Oh, look at that, Ace of Wands and the Two of Blades. I do feel like for you, you're not having anything to do with this person anymore. Let's see why the Two of Blades is here. I want to get some more on that. I do feel like this person watches you like a fly in the wall. There's lots of flies around this person. I feel like for some of you, you're focusing on some debt here, some money. I do feel like this person owes you money as well. Let's see why, for some of you, let's see why the Two of Blades is here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're not allowing this person at present. Two of Pentacles. You're taking care of your responsibilities. Ten of Wands. Yeah, this person brought you a lot of burdens. I feel like they took from you. They didn't. Look at that. You wanted to build with them. You wanted the house, the car, the picket fence with them. You built with them. I feel like for some of you, you gave them money. You just wanted that, and I feel like now you're just like, no, I'm not. This is what I want to work towards. You're working on your money here. You're keeping your money to yourself. I feel like for some of you, you're saving for something nice for yourself. You're going into the self-love. You're going into love for yourself. You're going to love yourself even more than this person, which I absolutely love for you, and I highly recommend it, and I'm for it. Yes, it's the best thing you'll do for yourself. I feel like this person has give you, it's been such a huge burden to carry, this person and their problems, and I feel like you're starting to say, like, I am not the problem here. I am not a problem. I'm actually cool, and someone will meet your needs as well. Somebody will meet that, and I feel like this person, whoever it was, wasn't mature enough to handle you either. And I feel like there's something here about, you're handling your even though it's rocky and you're grieving, it's like you're also getting your responsibilities in order. You're getting yourself in order. As much as this feels bad right now, you're going through the messy part of rebuilding the tower. Um, with the tower card, foundations break down, but it's also a time to build back up. And I feel like for you're building the steady foundation, ready for the next stage, because I feel like you're ready for it. You're ready to go. Look at you with the Fool and the Ace of Wands. You're ready to go. Ace of Wands is beautiful. It's like, I feel like for some of you, you're sexing yourself up. For some of you, you're just like you're just creating a brand new beginning. Look at this. She's got a blank canvas and she's ready to paint. She's ready to go. And I feel like that's you. You're ready to go. Man or woman, you're ready. You're just like, nah, you're taking actions towards the things that you want to do rather than holding yourself back because this person or because of money or whatever else that is. It's like you're not holding yourself back anymore for this person. Like you're getting out of the old you and into something new here. I feel like for some of you, you're going into you're going into pastures new here. Some of you might be physically moving or wanting to physically move because of a house that you're currently in is not maybe up to living standards to some of you, or you're just like you're not happy where you live, so you're moving, or you're wanting to move. I feel like this person it's not that they held you back. I feel like you thought that they held you back in some sort of capacity, and I feel like now you're sort of like seeing the light in things and you're starting to see like a way forward and out of this. And I feel like you're grabbing it, which is perfect. And I love this for you. So let's see what's going to happen in your potential future. Remember, this is a potential. Let's see, potential future. What's going to go on for you in the potential future? We have the High Priestess. Knight of Blades. I heard they're not done. Ten of Blades and the Tower. Look at that. I feel like I want to see if this is them or you, because I feel like this person's going to return because you've walked away here. I feel like, you had your foundation, you had the mat pulled from under you, you had the foundation pulled down and had to pull down so that you could love yourself even more than this person. I feel like intuitively you know this person's going to return. You already know they're going to be back. I feel like they're going to be quite chaotic. And I feel like for some of you, you know that, it brought you nothing but hurt. And I feel like it's been really painful for you. And I feel like they're going through a painful end of themselves in some sort of capacity. I'm going to see why the Ten of Blades is here. I want to get some more because I feel like this person's going to come in quite quickly. Let's see why the Ten of Blades is here. Two of Wands, yeah. Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working on your... I feel like for some of you, you've gone through the heartbreak and I feel like you can't forgive this person. I feel like for some of you, you're going to keep building on your own empire. You're going to keep nurturing what you need to work with. I feel like for some of you, because they hurt you so much, you're not going to allow them back in. Like, your defenses are up. Like, you're like, no. I feel like you're having the courage to stand in your power and to keep going. I feel like for you're just focusing on money. For some of you, you're just like, no thanks. Because, again, you had to deal with that on your own. Let's see why the tower is here. Why is the Tower here? Because I feel like this is going to make them go, oh, we have the Page of Swords there. The Knight of Swords. They've watched you They've watched you. Now, this is just a little warning, because I feel like this person's going to come back. It's going to get you back in your head, big time. I do feel like there is some behaviours here that are toxic, because I feel like for that, like, they did leave you on your own here and I feel like you felt isolated, and it made you feel insecure about their behaviours. Like, I feel like their behaviours had a real knock-on effect with how you feel about yourself. Again, the not enough card is coming back. And I feel like there's something here about you didn't feel good enough when this person left to go to their new relationship. And now I feel like in the potential future, they're going to be watching you because you're rebuilding that tower that had broken down. They're going to experience it because they've been watching you, and they're going to run in at exactly the right time when you're leaving everything behind, when you're leaving them behind. There's two of wands, and you're leaving them behind, and you're planning to move on. You do making I feel like for some of you, you're moving house, or you're making plans to travel for some of you as well. I feel like this person's just going to be like, I'm coming in, and they know exactly when to do it. I feel like for some of you, they watch you on your social media. If it's not on social media, they're watching you out and about. There's something here where they can see you, what you're doing. Basically, they're observing you from afar. So, I'm just forewarned, you do not have to take this person back if you don't want to. If they haven't changed, you do not have to. Nope. Just remember that. It's your choice what you want to do. If you want this person back, absolutely, go for it. Whatever you want. But, yeah, I feel like you're going to be discerning anyway. So let's see. What's the messages for you? Let's get you some potential future for you. Surrender to the divine. I feel like some of you need to trust the journey, and it's not easy. A time for healing. Beautiful. Have faith in your dreams and be bold and make the first move. I feel like for you, it's coming out of some comfort zones here. I do feel like for some of you, you may be afraid to move on from this person. You might be even afraid of going back into relationships and into love because it's scarred you so much. It's hurt you so much. Which is fine. I feel like you just need to take your time. Because I feel like people can be quick to, like, I'm never going to go with anybody else. I just heard, I will never fall in love again until I found her. But the thing is, do you want to be with a person that can't show up for you? Because I feel like for some of you, you see such a potential in this person. And trust me, it's nice to see a potential in somebody. But if they're not actually showing up for you, or they're not... It's not to get caught up in the dream world. Because I feel like some of you so up in the clouds, you see maybe these tarot readers saying, oh, this person's changing and stuff like that. But I feel like you need to just come back down to reality, because sometimes people don't change either. And they come in quite schmoozy or whatever, and they're just not changed. I feel like you need to be really discerning, not jump to conclusions, and really ask them what their intentions are, and not be afraid to ask for what intentions they have, because quite honestly, if you're not going to ask them either, like, you're not going to know. And they will tell you exactly what their intentions are. What do they want? What do you want? I feel like for you, it's getting clear. This is a time for you to heal and trust the process a bit. Because I feel like for you, it's a time for you to get confident, be bold, be confident in what you want. And if this person can't offer you what you want, be confident to go and find that person that will give you that, because there is somebody that will give you exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You're a perfect match to somebody in this world, and this person might not be it, and that's okay. Because I feel like for some of you, like, again, twin flame stuff, it's not easy when you get this twin flame stuff put in your face. And like, trust us, because I know I mean, I went through it, and I honestly thought I was a twin flame. And like, a fair dues if you feel like you are one. Do you know what I mean? But like, for me, I know that it was trauma bonding. It was what's the word I'm looking for? It was attachment, big time, because I saw such a potential in that person. because he did have a side to him that was soft, that was gentle, that was lovely. And I loved that side to him, and I used that as the sort of like looking at the potential of him. And the thing was, I was hurting myself in the long run, and I let him get away with all sorts, being honest. You know, because I didn't know, I felt such low self esteem and how I felt about myself. Like, I chose that for myself, and I had to just be honest, and you know, I had to stick up for myself. You know, I had to do that. I had to be confident to come away from him and love myself even more than him, because I was such a strong attachment. And trust me, I know. Excuse me, language. I know it's strong. And it doesn't go away. It took us ages. It took us years to get over him. Do you know what I mean? It took us years, but I had to get myself better. And then, like, when I look back at it now, I couldn't be in a relationship like that. I couldn't. And like, I'm accountable for myself, and I did choose the choices that I chose. You know, and I can be honest about that, and about the person that I was as well. And I just let him, because I seen that potential, and you know, I ran with it all the time. It's not worth it. It's not worth you meant losing yourself in a person. I was losing myself in that person. Simple as, you know, I lost myself in a person. But the thing is, you can get better, you can heal. But you've really got to trust the process that you're going to get the person that you want. It's just going to take some sifting. You know, it's going to take some getting out and getting to know people, getting out of the comfort zone. It's going to take some time, and take that time. You've got plenty of it. You know, on your deathbed, you don't want to be turning around to yourself and being like, oh, I regret sort of like waiting 50 odd years for this bloke to see me. Like, no, please don't. You deserve so much more. So let's see. Potential future for you guys. Let's have a look into that. We have pathways. Look at that. Main female. Official person. We have concern and distant horizon. I do feel like there is massive changes coming. Some of you might be moving again. Something about moving. This is not far away. I do feel like this. I feel like for some of you, there's something about a court case, possibly with this person, about money or something. There is a concern around that. I don't know if it's their concern. 1 second, I was just looking for something. 1 minute. I had to grab a book, which I'm going to talk about, and I'm also going to tell you about another book as well. So I do feel like there is something here around a court case, and it's quite concerning. I feel like it's going to come to light in the very near future. Somebody's taking somebody to court here. Something here about that. And there is a concern over it, or you might get concerned over it. It's saying just, I feel like you need to take your time with it. I'm going to get an extra card on that actually, really quick. Yeah, I feel like it's done, whatever it is. I feel like it's going to work more in your favour, but just be careful, is what I'm saying. We have the pathways, and we have the main female. I do feel like there's something here. I want to get another one on that concern card actually. The Hierophant, yeah. I feel like there's lessons to learn from this, from not only you, but from the person involved as well. I feel like there's lessons on both sides. I feel like for some of you give money to somebody, and they've possibly, for some of you, this is a court case about money with this person. Maybe they took some money, or maybe there's money here involved, you know, and I feel like there's something here about the court case, and here I just feel like you need to be careful about it. There's lessons learned on both sides. I feel like for you, it's maybe not to be so given with money, because I feel like you've given this person a lot of money. There's lessons within it anyway that you need to learn from it. But I feel like with the main female, excuse me, my nose is starting to run. I need to take a hay fever tablet. I do feel like there's something here about you know, this being part of your path, and this is for you to find yourself. and see yourself as this main female. I would highly recommend this book. It's called Main Character Energy by Jordan Paramore. Romanticize your life and put yourself first. It does help you understand things. I feel like it comes across as a kid's book, but to me, I absolutely love it. How to romanticize your life, what you want out of life, building on your confidence, all that. It helps. This helped me a lot. It's one of my favourite books, as well as another one called Witch by Lisa Lidster. Very good book. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, but it is about women stepping into their power and rediscovering who they are. It's a very good book. I absolutely love it. I'm on reading another book called Self Sorcery. Very empowering. And will help you through some of them tougher lessons, getting deeper into like womanhood and like your womb and things like that. It's a very powerful book and I absolutely love it. And I will put that in my community post. I'll put in the description box below a link maybe to that book too, but they're so good and they're worth a read, they're worth a go, especially if you're working on like how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem. Even writing little affirmations down for yourself, how you feel about yourself. It's like seeing yourself as beautiful, as a nice person. Maybe for some of you, maybe you've been stuck in this, of calling you like being horrible. Maybe other people and trusters have been through that too, and it wasn't really me. And I changed how I started speaking to myself, basically, and I wanted to be nice to myself, so I called myself nice and polite and like all this. I called myself all these nice things, basically just affirming to myself, and I put it on my mirrors everywhere I went and things like that. And I did it for my kids as well, and how it changed how they view themselves, and like even if it's call us vain, but I used to I would call myself amazing and beautiful, and I still do. And people are like, "Oh, you're so vain." I'm like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "No." I'm like, I speak nice to myself. I didn't used to speak nice to myself, right? So if I want to call myself beautiful, stunning, amazing, then I fucking will. I was like, I used to be so horrible to myself, and I was like, I'm not vain for calling myself beautiful, amazing, stunning, whatever. Don't care what anybody says, right? Call us vain, whatever. Nah, don't care. I used to be so horrible to myself and the way I showed up in the world. But look at us now. I'm alright, me. And I'm good. So, I'm good with that. And like, you can do that too. It's not as hard as what people think, but you do have to be the focus. You have to be this main female for yourself, male or female, whatever. Or for some of you, if you're male, or resonate predominantly in a male, like maybe it's time to receive a little bit more and drop down into your feminine a little bit more, which is great. We all have masculine and feminine within us. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have the most beautiful day. I'll put my TikTok link in the community tab as well. And yeah, have a beautiful day. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. Love yous. Love yous. Bye bye bye.